Jack the Bear and Golden Hair. Meanwhile, the sneaky wolves raced fast as they could from the dark end of the forest to the cheery part of the forest, Jack's house, and they hid outside the living room window and watched as the cheery animals finished their feast that Pierre the Mouse cooked for Jack and all the animals. Look at them eating all that food. I want some of those cookies. Me too. Shh. We'll wait till Jack goes to sleep and then we'll grab him. When all those animals leave his house, that is the time I will strike. Striker, the wolf said. Good idea, boss. So inside the house, Golden Hair smiled. I better be going home soon since my hair is fading from this magic. Yes, the magic is way too strong. And Ozzy warned, I fixed the lever so the gates are sliding back together, so you must hurry. When they come together, they will be securely locked, so make sure you leave or you will be stuck in Everforest for 1,000 years. So, thank you for everything, everyone. It was so nice meeting you. I made you a hat, said Sabrina, the duck, with a big smile. You still like me after I can't help? Golden Hair asked, very puzzled by the kindness of the animals. You don't have to do anything to be liked. It's your heart that counts. Right, Jack? Nugget said with a big, deep voice. That's my son, Pipper Popper the bunny, father said. Oh, one day you'll do something great. But we will always like you because you are simply you. Remember to believe in yourself and let your light shine, Jack said. We like you with or without your light, Pipper Popper said. Yeah, it's kind of cool. You're like a shiny superhero, Nugget the bunny said. Funny, no one ever liked me because of my light, and now everyone likes me even without it. Thank you, everyone. Come on, Lord Byron. Time for us to go home. Woof, 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 Golden Hair said to her dog. And the animals walked outside to escort Golden Hair to the gate. And they left. And meanwhile, Striker said, Come on, Sizzle and Drizzle, let's go get Jack. They snuck into the house and went into Jack's room. Nobody's around. How sad for them. Let's go get Jack. So they snuck up to Jack, who was snoring, and his stomach went up and down with each snooze. Shh. 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 Look at his stomach. It looks like a plunger. Let's get the bear. Come on. Gee, this bear weighs a ton of cookies. And he accidentally dropped Jack's head on the ground. Whack. Come on. Get him side into the motorcycle. And let's take him to Skull Castle before the animals notice he's gone. Yeah, right, boss. These bright cherry animals? We can make them your workers. I have plenty of chains I made for them. Drizzle boasted proudly. The forest would become the dark shadow forest once again. I'll get them to do my laundry. I can never find any matching socks, Sizzle growled. But first I must get the secret recipe for the magical cookies. That's where Jack's power is, Striker barked. The wolves ramshackled the furniture, toppling everything over in the house. Drizzle ate all the strawberry tall cake cookie. Yummy, this is good. Striker went to the pantry, throwing out jars and looking for the cookie jar, and he found it. Striker the wolf started the loud engine, which made a loud popping motorcycle noise. Pop, pop, pop! Zoom, 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 zoom! The motorcycle raced off into the dark part of the forest. Pierre the Mouse awakened from his sleep by the rumbling noise. He yawned, and Pierre was up in his nightcap and nightgown, and he scurried down the stairs. He rubbed his eyes and whiskers to see gooey marshmallow and strawberry muck on the walls and floor. Oh no! The house is such a mess! Jack! Come quickly! Who could do such a thing? He groaned. Pierre saw no signs of Jack and gasped. Oh no! I smell a big hattie rat. The kind with big teeth. Fangs even. He shuddered and ran to the kitchen. Pots and pans were dumped on the floor. Food was splattered everywhere. He noticed the open cookie jar. He was overwhelmed with grief. This is too much to clean up. He fainted to the floor. Kerplunk. Plunk, plunk, boom, boom. Later, the animals returned. Sammy the duck noticed the door was open. Strange of Jack to not lock up, Sammy said, and raised an eyebrow with suspicion and looked at the other animals. I don't like this one bit, Sabrina groaned with alarm. I think we should go inside and investigate, Paloma the horse said. Great idea. After you, ladies first, Sammy the Duck said sweetly and waved his hand for her to go inside. His little duck knuckles were knocking and shivering. Cluck, 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 cluck. What's going on? Ozzy said as he walked up with Piper, Star, Nugget hopping behind them. That's what we need to find out, Sammy quacked and pointed to Jack's open door with a broken lock. Ozzy walked in first and they saw that Jack is gone. Jack's gone and the cookie recipe has been taken. Sammy the Duck shivered when he saw paw prints in the marshmallow red goo floor. It must have been him, Striker, he suggested. Ozzy looked and saw the paw prints leading out of the house. With his wolf bandit, Sizzle and Drizzle, no less. We've got to get the others and call for a group meeting. The forest is almost pitch black now, squealed Pipper Piper. We can't see anything. We can't even see each other. How can we even get to the dark end of the forest? Paloma, we need your swiftness to go get Goldenhair before she leaves the gate. We need you to bring her back to help light the way for the rescue, exclaimed Piper. The girl is our only hope. Oh, why couldn't the intruder have been Johnny Depp? He handles pirates really great, Sabrina the Duck said dreamily. What about Steelman? He can fly and destroy the wolves in one swoop of their hand, Nugget the Bunny said, reenacting an imaginary sword fight scene. Ha ha! Take that, you wolves! Ha ha! Ho ho ho! Or Brad Pitt, said Paloma excitedly. Those cheeks! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's focus on the task at hand and the intruder that is actually here, Ozzy chimed in, and it's a little girl. He now has a dark mask on his face and resembled a raccoon instead of a beaver. Yeah, instead of daydreaming about chisel-faced rescuers and brawny muscles, Sammy said in a huff, feeling rejected from Sabrina the Duck. Sabrina walked over to Sammy and nudged him gently to say sorry. I'll fetch Goldenhair before she reaches the gate, said Paloma. I just have to wear my new dress reins to celebration day tomorrow. If we have a reason to celebrate, gulped Sammy. We have to get Jack before Striker takes him to Menethia, the queen, Piper exclaimed. He has 2 bunny black ears and the rest of his body still bunny purple. Sammy flew on Paloma the horse's back and raced lightning fast to the entrance of the magical forest just as Goldenhair was about to leave. Something's wrong, Henry Hawk said. Goldenhair, come quick. Striker the Wook has kidnapped Jack, and you must help us to get him to safe. Goldenhair was nervous for Jack. As she looked at Sammy the Duck, her hair let out a faint light. But how can I help you? She asked with fear. Striker will lock us all up, and he'll make a roast duck meal out of me, Sammy rambled on hysterically. Don't let him cook my goose. Goldenhair was scared for all the animals, and the more frightened she was, her hair started to shine brighter and brighter and became a big light. Sammy the animals shielded their eyes from the brightness of her hair. Your light! It's back! Paloma exclaimed with delight. We need you to light the way to the darkening of the forest before midnight, Henry Hawk said calmly while holding his wings over his eyes. But I must warn you, Goldenhair, if you stay to help us, the gates will close and will not open for another 1,000 years. Are you sure you want to do this for us? Roar, Madame Madeline said in a very serious tone. Jack told me to believe in myself, and I will help my new friends. You're the only ones who celebrated my birthday with me. Goldenhair was delighted that she finally had a special skill to use for her hair. The Everard forest was completely black now, except for the shining beam from Goldenhair's light, leading the way for Paloma the horse and all of the animals to go to the dark, dark, dark end of the forest where Skull Castle was. So the animals had a plan, and they went to the dark end of the forest through woods and trees and mountains and rocks. And slowly they saw Skull Castle through the thickness of the dark with the light beaming from under the hat that Goldenhair had on to hide her from the wolves noticing her. Oh, there it is, Skull Castle, Sammy quivered and hid under Madame's mane. Watch out, there's a big gargoyle up there, Piper said. His eyes are blotted out with black markings. He can't see us. Nugget joked. The darkness can't see us in the dark, Madame Mame told the group. The animals hid behind the bushes and snuck up the forest entrance. Goldenhair had her hat hiding her glow. Paloma will take me around to go unlock the door while you lure the wolves out, Star the squirrel whispered the animals. You know the plan. Star and Paloma snuck off while Madame Mame, Nugget, Ozzy, Piper, Sammy the Duck, and Goldenhair started to get the plan ready. They crept into the castle and went to the kitchen. Sizzle and Drizzle munched and chewed on hot wieners roasting over a fire stove. Twinkie wrappers were all over the place. Soon all the animals will belong to me. I'll be king of the Everforce soon, as saliva dripped from his mouth as he chewed his food. Did you see Jack? Out like a baby, barked Sizzle. He's sleeping like a log, chimed in Drizzle. All right, everyone. Ready? Sammy, do your thing, commanded Madam Mame the lion. Sammy the duck waddled as fast as he could and made the loudest sound he had ever. Squawk, 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 you big old wolves! Follow me! The wolves turned their heads in the direction where the noises came. Go see what that crackly noise is and get rid of it, snapped Striker. Goldenhair snuck out the front door and took off her hat. The forest was filled with brilliant light. The wolves rushed outside and saw Nugget the babe. What's a little bunny doing out here all alone? Sizzle coyly asked. He wants to be our next Tweaky bunny sandwich, Drizzle blurted out with a snicker. Go get him, boys, Striker growled. Ozzy quickly lifted Nugget into the air. The string swung Nugget back and forth in front of Sizzle's mouth. Ozzy moved Nugget back until Sizzle followed the bunny in front of the trap. Drizzle ran right behind Sizzle very fast. Here, little bunny, come to Daddy, Sizzle enticed. Sizzle was about to take a bite of the bunny sandwich, but Nugget was swooped up by Henry Hawk, and then Drizzle slammed into Sizzle. Smack! The trapdoor opened and they fell. Drizzle and Sizzle and a swizzle. They were captured as Ozzy closed the trapdoor. Smack! Madam Mame ran up, guarding the trap, and made a fierce roar. Roar! Striker wasn't caught and raced off. You fools! I've still got Jack, and now I'm going to turn you all into my prime rib special. Get it? Rib, he laughed. Rawr! Rawr! Wolf! Wolf! Striker held the crown in his hand and raced to the throne room to place the crown on his head at precisely midnight. Goldenhair quickly slipped on her hat, making everyone invisible again to Striker. Meanwhile, Star went into the dungeon and found Jack. The little squirrel picked the lock on the door and it opened. Sammy the duck was guarding the hallway. Wake up, Jack, my furry friend, or I'll be eaten, and you won't want your favorite little duck buddy to be eaten. So wakey, wakey, squawk, squawk. Sammy fumbled through the darkness and tried to wake Jack up. Come on, Jack, wake up. He felt something and shook it, who he thought was Jack. Hey, who do you think I am? A shake and bake pony? It took me hours to get these braids done, Paloma snapped at Sammy. It's so dark in here, I can't see a thing. Jack, where are you? Sammy complained hysterically. Sammy's teeth could be heard chattering through the dark. Leave it to me before you mess up my hair anymore. Paloma walked up and placed a few drops of some strong-smelling perfume under Jack's nose. This will wake anyone up. I got this from a secret admirer who has no taste in girls' perfume, Paloma the horse exclaimed. And she put her hoof down. Hoof! Who buys a girl this kind of perfume? Jack sniffed and with a bad smell woke up. Whoa. He broke out of his chain, still dazed from the sleeping potion. I was having a bad dream. I was dreaming I ordered a giant pepperoni pizza, supersized, but the delivery